20 members of the Bobi Wine entourage campaign team have been arrested. They were rounded up in the night in Isingiro after the Isingiro campaigns in their hotels. They were rounded up. A few of his bodyguards are in custody as we speak right now. So today I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about the events in Isingiro and what do we really learn? Is there anything new? Because it was just about time that this happened. Yeah, I'm also going to share a video of Bobi Wine, Kyagulanyi Sentamu, the National Unity President and Presidential Aspirant, Honorable Kyagulanyi Sentamu, as he shares his experiences of what happened in Isingiro, Western Uganda. And who knows? We was talking about how uneventful campaigns have been so far, save for the isolated incidents in which the police attempted to block Bobi Wine from accessing some of the areas. But now it's heating up, especially now in the western part of Uganda, as the campaigns also proceed towards the central region. I am very, very much keeping my fingers crossed and praying for everyone that is a part of this campaign as we gear up for next year's election, which is a protest vote. Yeah. Be prepared. So if this is your first time to tune into this channel, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It is very important. We are up to 400 subscribers and still counting. Those of you who are leaving comments, I appreciate you. That is also very important because this pushes this video to new audiences, and we need to continue documenting what is happening. Who knows? These videos could become very important evidence for crimes against humanity. You never know. So do your part in sharing this video, sharing the message, and let me know what you think. So I'm going to get into first and foremost the video.
Trying to paint a very wrong image of a beautiful region, the Ankole region. They're trying to promote tribalism, which we condemn, and we inform them that Ugandans are united. Ugandans have put tribalism way behind them. You've seen how united Ugandans are, especially the young generation, from the east to the west, from the north to the south and central. Unfortunately, those people that attacked us, protected by police, were not arrested. But last night, our teams were raided by the police and military, and 20 of our people were arrested. As of now, we only know 20 people that have been arrested. Now this has been systematic. Before we started the campaign, they started picking our people like Eddie Mutwe, like Achille Uchivumbi, like Smart Wakabi, like Waiswa Mufumbiro, like Kaija Dorin, and many others. But even when we went to Lira, you all remember that the police came and said we attacked them and robbed them. Imagine civilians attacking police and the judge to rob them. They used that excuse to arrest 10 of our people, and 10 of our people are still in Lira now. Now, this time, they've arrested up to 20 of our people. We are still looking to see if there are more people that have been arrested. We are told that they took them to Sanga. Now the people that attacked us were not arrested, but now our team is arrested. This speaks of a systematic intention to reduce us as we progress with the campaign. We condemn that, and we assure Ugandans that we are as non-violent as they've been seeing us. We are as law-abiding.
You have heard what the people's president has stated. The campaigns in the western part of the region, the dictator himself has positioned himself as holier than thou. Anyone that seeks to challenge him is tribalistic, which is very funny because I don't think there is any tribe in Uganda, and correct me if I am wrong, that welcomes everyone as easily as the Baganda do. In Buganda, you can access natural resources, buy land quite easily. It is not as straightforward as it is in other parts of the country. Anybody, like for example, just by the fact that Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu is a Muganda, and because he calls out the nepotism in the Museveni government, and which is a fact, which is in itself a fact. I mean, look at the top ranking government officials, the cream de la cream. Look at the top ranking officials, even in the military, as well as the police. Who takes the lion's share of the cake? Who takes the lion's share? When you point that out and dare to challenge Museveni, he reuses the UNO card on you, the reverse psychological card, to instill a perception among the people of Uganda that if you dare choose Kyagulanyi Ssentamu as the president of Uganda, he is already displaying that he's tribalistic, despite the fact that he is actually doing the opposite. I mean, look at the people that he has chosen as top officials in the National Unity Platform Party. Look at it. Even his own wife is from another region. Regardless of the fact that he has displayed more diverse tendencies than the national resistance movement is capable of, he becomes tribalistic. So the strategy of using these goons while at the same time arresting his campaign team, because they whisked away, like he has mentioned in the video, over 20 of his people were rounded off in whatever hotels that they were staying in and arrested, adding to the 10 that were also abducted in Lira, making it 30. So as the campaigns progress, it is business as usual. The mission of isolating Bobi Wine is already manifesting itself. Unlike the Tanzanian president, who went as far as arresting and locking up the opposition candidate and declaring herself as the new president once again with the 90% landslide win, cannot dare arrest Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. He cannot, because when he first decided to do it in the 2020 election, it led to an uprising that led to a massacre. Unfortunately, so many innocent people succumbed to the brutality of the military and the police, as well as the special forces. We saw that happening. So he cannot repeat the same mistake. We have noticed that systematically, from the arrest of the Akilewos, Gaddafi, Edimotwe, he has already displayed that the ultimate mission of taking away the notable individuals, because these individuals are influencers. I mean, look at Waiswa Mufumbira. How much of his voice would have been so impactful during this period? But he's in jail. He's in jail. So this means that the country is robbed of another perspective during these elections, because he's a deputy spokesperson of the National Unity Platform. And he has dominated the mainstream media, debate after debate against apologies, making them look stupid. Because you cannot battle with the truth. You can only shut it down. Even if you attempt to shut down the truth, people always know what is going on. So this strategy in Isingiro is just revealing of a man who would stop at nothing for as long as he instills fear in the masses. And for those, unfortunately, that are in the most remote areas of Uganda, will have no choice but to succumb to this fear. We'll have no choice but to suffer from this deception that has enveloped the most parts of the country. Where do we go from here? Where do we go? Under the protection of the police and the military, these individuals get a leeway to terrorize their fellow Ugandans while wearing the t-shirts of the candidate of their choice, but are denying other people from listening to another candidate. Isn't that what democracy requires, that everyone gets a fair hearing. And we wait for the polls to decide. We wait for the ballot to decide. But yeah, we will not allow you. So people responded online, and of course, you trust the apologists, and by this I mean NRM apologists, to mock Robert Kyagulanyi Sentamu because the images of him with hardly any crowd following him were circulating on social media. But as desperate as they were in trying to spread this narrative of him not being popular in the western part of the country, he later on shared these images accompanied with a long caption on X. And I'm going to read it out. We have spent the entire day campaigning through Kazo and Kiruhura districts. As per our scheduled program, we encountered groups of well-mobilized goons clad in yellow t-shirts, armed with sticks, to launch attacks at us under the protection of the regime police. We have used very remote, dusty routes to get to the people. In Kazo district, the road was maliciously graded a day prior, perhaps to try to affect our vehicles from swiftly getting to the venue. We found hardships driving through Kiruhura district. We were informed by locals that the regime area RDC, the regional district commissioner, had spent the entire night instilling fear in the people and making threats that they would reprimand anyone who would attend our rally. We were informed that in the dead of Tuesday night, our posters were torn down by the regime security personnel on the orders of the RDC, and several of our coordinators were dumped in police cells. But despite all this, we have been able to campaign to our people who turned up to listen to our message of change. And these are the images that were shared of many people attending. And I'm sure without this disruption, there would be more people at these campaigns. I am very, very sure. And of course, there are images of him sharing about the road and everything. It is crazy. But one thing I never really come to understand is the minds of those people who, despite the evidence being presented to them that we are under a tyrannical government, we are in a dictatorship, we are governed by criminals who are so selfish and will stop at nothing if it means that the voices of Ugandans are not heard. And for as long as their overall ambition and entitlement towards the resources of the people is intact, they will not stop committing these atrocities. I look at our people who are also attacking their fellow Ugandans, and I wonder, do they not have families? Is everything in their households 100% satisfactory? And I'm not saying that we are looking for a situation where everything is 100% perfect. No, we are looking for a system that allows progress to take its course in every sector, socially, politically, and economically. And that can only happen when there is fairness, when there is accountability, checks and balances. This is the purpose of the opposition. If you are confident in beating Bobi Wine, Kyagulanyi Sentamu, and is a national unity platform party in an election, why then go the extra mile of brutalizing those that support his mission? What do you think about this, guys? What do you think about the events in Kiruhura district? And should we be very concerned about the upcoming general elections? Leave a comment. This is me signing out. Until then, I'll catch you in the next video.